Hey friends, I just wanted to spend a few minutes with you and share some of my thoughts on the recent events in the US and around the world, and actually over the last few months. For me, it's actually really interesting that we are in year 2020 and in the middle of what appears to be a chaotic world, things seem to become more clear to me. It's like I'm developing a 2020 vision. Or as the old saying, hindsight is 2020. And it's very interesting to me that all of this is happening this year, year 2020. In that there's a lot of kind of old systems and hierarchies in our society that are simply broken and they really need to change. This whole idea of having an ultra centralized system, it needs changing. I mean, it leads to destruction and not construction, and it leads to overconsumption and not regeneration. So this whole old system, old guard, it's just simply not working. It's not working for ordinary people. And it's not natural, and it's corrupt and unjust. So that's the area that I wanted to just chat with you guys. And a few examples of those are our legal and justice system, just to start with, and it's in our face right now. Our financial system completely broken. Our healthcare and medicine system, what can I say about that? Education system. And our food system, which is an area that I'm becoming more passionate about. How do we fix our food system? So I think what we are kind of seeing around the world in the last few weeks, and it's been magnified and amplified by the pandemic. The pandemic didn't cause it, but now we are seeing maybe more clearly all the cracks in the current centralized system. And this whole system just needs, fundamental change. It needs fundamental disruption. We need innovation. And it all starts bottoms up. It starts from individuals, just like you and I. And, I can give you some examples that may be controversial, but at least that's kind of what I'm thinking. So I'm just going to put it out there. One example of a disruption is Brexit. Doesn't matter if it's left or right brought Brexit about, it's the people that brought Brexit about. So to me, it's a good thing that is disrupting an old guard, an old system, and hopefully something good will come out of it. Another one, which is probably even more controversial, is leaving the US, leaving the WHO, or pulling out of the Paris Climate Accord. These are old guard systems that really have not delivered. And as good of an intention they are, and they've kind of been put in place, they just have not done anything good for the society. So they just need to go, and something new needs to replace them. Just look at the quality of the air that we're breathing now over the last few months. Because of the pandemic, a lot of industries shut down, and I know it costs a lot of money, but how quickly things change. The quality of air is fantastic. So all these BS that we've been fed that, it's too late and we've crossed the line and we are at the no point of return, all that is just, BS. All it needs some commitment, focus, and for not very long, in less than 6 months, things have been significantly turned around. Imagine if we did this for 5 years. So my point here is that we need to question some things that we are being fed by either media or political systems or whatever, and it all comes down to the actions that we take at the individual level. And I'm not here to really make a political statement. I certainly don't support the current left or right, or Republican or Democrats. They are equally, for me, equally corrupt. Just different lipstick on the same peg, really. And I don't want to kind of for you guys to truncate this conversation, this discussion, into a kind of a left or right type of an argument. That's not what I'm all about. I'm just kind of putting it out there, let you know what I'm thinking. I hope to hear from you, what your thoughts are, and hopefully, hear about your 2020 vision on all of this. It's really wonderful to see many of you who are connected on social media expressing your feelings by, posting a black page or making a vlog or rehashing or reposting some moving messages or moving pictures. It's fantastic. And it's even okay to be silent on social media as long as there is action going on behind the scene. I mean, for me, that's even more powerful. So the question is, how do we turn all this positive energy, all this energy into action, and the action that makes a change, and an action that hopefully doesn't take us back to the old normal. I don't know about you guys, but I wasn't happy with the old normal, so I certainly don't want to go back to the old normal. And I'm talking about, individual actions and what positive impact that we can bring about in our local community, in our schools, with the elderly population. What can we do about ourselves? Changing our habits, eat more healthier food, be conscious of what we put in our body, which has a huge knock-on effect on health and medicine system. What actions we can take about recycling and regenerative actions. And I'm not talking about dropping your banana skin into a composting bag and have it driven by a diesel truck several miles across the city to a composting yard. I'm talking about much more deeper, and what can we do to really make a big impact. So anyway, I would love to hear your thoughts on this. So I hope I haven't bored you with my little rant here, and just wanted to open up the conversation. I wanted to kind of let you know what I'm thinking, how I feel about everything's going on here, and hope to hear from you. So you can comment on this video or just DM me, and I'll be happy to have a chat with you. And I hope you enjoyed this week's video.